Hey, Jay Clark here. We're going to give you some tips on installing a tire and setting up a brand new or used wheel to get you all set up. We got a good video here with our buddy Donn with Swap Moto Live. Check it out right now.
We're at Dirt Bike TV headquarters, and he is going to help me complete these W edge wheels. They market them as OEM replacement. It's good to have a spare set of wheels for the new YZ450.
You can have MX-14 mounted up.
I was kind of thinking about that.
MX-14 mounted up, and
Or
at
the
33,
12.
you can have your both. When you head to Glen Helen, you can hit the 14 in the morning, switch it to the 33 for 11 noon range.
Yeah, dude, the 14 at Kauai on Sunday was amazing.
Yeah, because you had a lot of mud and water out there, so that had to be good.
Got a pretty good hole shot against all 450s on the 350.
And it's a short start, but uphill though.
Yeah, for the tire.
That's cool.
Tractor. What are these, Jay?
These are readers.
Are those readers?
Yeah, these are my Yamaha ones. Yeah.
That's like $4 readers from CVS.
No.
The prescription?
$1.
$1.
In Sun City here, we got the dollar store.
Oh, nice.
They're all over the place. So.
And so that's to read what? The warning label that you didn't read?
Yeah.
Why do you need those to change tires?
I just on little stuff that's close. We're not here to make people feel bad, okay? We're not going to shame. I shame.
Hey, I've got contacts here, man. So this is our 250 SXF right here.
Yeah, my 350's in between it. Yeah.
Jay has been motoing it in the hills. Let's see what else he's got here. What is this?
RMZ 250. We didn't wash it. It's kind of dirty from our.
Is this a 23?
23, yeah.
It is. Is this yours from Suzuki or is this?
Yeah. It's our
from Felix?
Yeah.
From Felix Titero. Oh, I like the old Rising Sun.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah. So we have 250R.
And a new one of those, and a new Yamaha we did with your bike.
Is this Tilly's bike?
Yeah.
Or is this your bike that you did for Tilly?
Yeah, my bike. And then that's the one we did a dual injector on with Jamie. Those dual injectors are rad.
Yeah. What is this mini bike? Husky 85.
Yeah, TC85. I'm doing it for Tilly actually.
Oh, for Jacob.
I don't think it's gonna be for him. It's for like for a buddy or something. He ended up getting it. We're gonna do a story with it. We did the full frame up. I did everything on that. So it's almost getting done there.
Nice.
The first thing I do is I get a little bit of this oil and grease off, so we can put tape around it.
There's oil and grease on the rim stop?
Just from when they put the spokes in, a little bit of grease gets on there so the tape doesn't want to stick.
Yeah.
So I just put a tiny bit, wipe it off.
How many laps around the wheel do you do with duct tape?
With duct tape, like 3 or 4. Gorilla Tape, 2.
Oh, Gorilla Tape's tougher.
Yeah, Gorilla Tape's really good. So that's what we'll use to do it.
Okay.
You know, you just got some brand new stuff yesterday because I was out. And then I find a spot to start, like I get see the Edge logo on the hub. I'll use that as a reference and go around. So I can count my laps. And you want to make sure you stay off of the lip there, the center of the wheel. You want to keep it down in this valley here so that it doesn't ever get in the way of the tire. There's 1 lap. And honestly, with this Gorilla Tape, I bet you could get away with 1 lap there.
Is tape better than a rubber band?
I think so.
The rubber band moves.
What's that?
The rubber band moves.
Yes, yeah. So, in some ways, I like having that. Sometimes some guys will use this and the rubber strap. The rubber strap is nice. We do the tape. If I do that, I'll do one lap, and the rubber tape.
Why would you do both?
It's kind of just gives it. It also holds the rim lock nice because the rubber goes on top of the rim lock, so it gives it a good feel. I kind of like that too. So if I had, but I wouldn't go buy rubber straps for it. If I had them, I would do it. Like so, if we had them left over from this or something, I would do it and use them. A little more extra protection. So then I go and find there are 2 holes. There's 2 right there. And you can, a couple ways you can do this. You can just slam the rim lock through the hole. And then, where's our other one right there? And it's black hole with black tape, so it's a little tougher to find. Just poke it through like that.
And so it just
Leaves a hole. Perfect hole.
oh,
And then we just put our...
Does it matter which hole you choose for the rim
No,
lock?
and you know what's funny is I paid attention to that, and the teams all do, you'll see them do it half and half. So like on a front wheel, it can be on this side of the valve stem or not. There's different logic about it. So I think most of the time I would actually, now I think about it, go to this one. But I don't know that it, like I said, the OEMs all, and the race teams all do it different from each other, you know.
So in this instance, you're putting it
In front of the braking side.
Okay.
So it's right here. So the valve stem will be right here.
Mm-hmm.
So, who knows? We never have them turn or move, so I don't know that it's a big deal. And on the rear, I've seen it again, half and half. You go to one team, I'll go help Brian at the, and one team has them one way, and one team has them the other way, and he's like, yeah. So I've always wondered. And then, like I said,
when you see the teams, though, is it uniform or is it just random? However,
no, they're kind of they'll have them all the same. Like
each team will have a uniform style,
but it's different. And then the OEMs, when the bikes come brand new, they're all can be different from each other. So I don't think there's a consensus on what's the best way. Okay,
so you're gonna do the same tape on this.
Oh, there's somebody. Ed must have worked on this.
Ed?
Yeah,
Ed.
So I don't know if that's. I'm guessing that's.
Hopefully, Ed's one of the masters at W.
Right. I'm guessing that's
one of the new guys.
Their inspection process or something, where he puts his initials on there. Or it's ED, one of the two.
Erectile dysfunction.
But it says Ed. We'll go with Ed.
So have you put one of these sets of W wheels on your project bikes yet?
I haven't run any of these, but I have done a few tires with guys.
Yeah.
And they've brought them back a few times. Everything's been really good.
Yeah, I told John, I was like, he keeps saying, oh, it's entry level. I go, well, wait, what do you mean? Like, it's not meant for like Alex Ray on Supercross. Yeah.
But guys ride stock wheels in Supercross.
Yeah. So I'm like, dude, is it as good as stock? Oh, it's better than stock.
Yeah.
Oh, then I would call it OEM replacement.
At least, yeah. I think he's just trying to not
set the expectations too high.
And they have really high-end wheels, so maybe he's trying to, still keep a good high value there. But I'm sure these are plenty good for 90% of the guys out there.
Yeah.
I would think. This rain is going to make it tough for you to go mountain biking today, just in case you're wondering.
No.
Do you think?
Let me see. Yeah, it's raining good.
Real good, man.
According to WeatherBug,
it's gonna be done by
my app.
Yeah.
No, it's supposed to stop at 9.
9?
But it's like 9:15.
It's 9:30.
Okay, but
it ain't stopping.
You can pedal at Holdacrooks in this kind of rain, and it's fine.
Where's that one at?
Loma Linda.
Okay. So it's got some really good soil there.
Yeah, it's like all decomposed granite or sand.
That's nice. Okay, so we got one hole there, and on this wheel the holes are opposite.
Opposite, right?
Yeah.
Why did they do that on a rear?
And sometimes they're right next to each other. Yeah. So the KTM's and Cowies come next to each other.
Hey, when's the last modern bike that came with 2 rim locks?
Gosh, it's got to be early 80s, kind of.
Like 500s?
Yeah, something like that.
A Mako Sand Spider 460?
Something like that.
I can't even imagine changing a tire with 2 rim locks.
It's not too bad, but yes, it is definitely harder. But for me, it's not too bad. But there's no need. The guys ask me about it all the time, and I just go, hey, there's no need. So the next step, those are already. I like to put powder in the tires. And most guys like to do this, and you can just kind of set on there.
Are we putting MX-33s on?
Well, yeah, or we can switch to a 14. It depends which wheel you have extra, or if you want to switch.
No, I want to put a 14 on the stalker, I think.
Okay. So we can just go like that, and then you just tap it around, just like so, and then we come over.
Is it?
Yeah, it's got to be that
talcum powder. Yeah. Is that just for installation or for
both?
Tube health?
Yeah, so the tube won't chafe against the tire, and will help prevent flats.
Did you learn about this anti-chafing technique when you were running marathons?
Right.
And bleeding?
Yes.
Okay, here's where our technique differs. You put it in first.
So I do it the right way.
The right way, yeah.
Yeah, this is dang near a 24-hour rain going on.
Yeah.
Which is so rare for California. I mean,
on the way, you know, Waze took me here the back way where I got off on Central.
Yeah.
Dude, I went through some lakes.
Oh, yeah. And you went by some
potholes.
And some pot farms.
Yeah.
Potholes.
There's some big potholes in the road.
Pot farms and potholes. Okay, so.
That's just to get creases out.
Yep. And then we'll let a little air out when I go to put it on.
Now, okay, it's cold and rainy right now. Does this make your job tougher?
A little tougher, but not too bad. We're inside. It's not like, if it was like in the 40s or something. This is a super heavy tube. Did you want a super heavy?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're fine with super heavy.
I don't ride that hard, Jay.
You got to go to Glen Helen for your race series now and then.
Yeah.
Second moto.
Now, does a super heavy tube slow down a 450 4-stroke or not really?
Not really.
It's just harder to change.
It can be, but for us, it's all right.
Alright, so this is the magic stuff. I bought this for Jeremy once at Napa Auto Parts.
So, some tire paste?
Tire paste, lube. And this works better.
Is that when they were stealing your tubes?
Yeah. Is this better than using SC1?
Yes, because it stays, you know, soapy like this and doesn't stay slippery. With an SC1 or a WD-40 type stuff, the tire can slip, you know, and move.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and it could stay wet, especially if you're going straight to riding. So I would use a soapy thing, like a good proper, you know, tire paste like this, or a glass cleaner if you had to. You know.
Glass cleaner.
You know, so just something like that.
So this is the famous tire stand.
Yeah, which you
can email Jay to get the blueprints for.
Yep, we have tons. I sent out about 10 this morning emails, so that was good. All right, so now we're all the way on one side. Now this is the trick right here that people go, well, how do you do that? This is the easy way to solve that. Is you just tap it and then you kind of walk it on like this, and then you push the rim. And the rim lock's a little slow to move because you saw how I did that tape hole. Yeah. Still got some tape in there. And then I'm going to check out I just like to make sure that the valve stem is properly under there, and we'll have some tips on how to straighten it out when I get a little further. I'll show you. So now at this point, I get the tube, and this is because it's a super heavy, so it's a little stronger. Yeah, top of the rim lock. Then I like to make sure that moves well. Now I'm feeling something a little funny there.
Jay, when is the last time you pinched the tube?
I did not that long ago. It does happen, yeah. And you know what's funny is it'll actually happen on fronts a little bit more because I'm in a hurry, take it for granted, whatever, slacking on, and I think it's mainly on dismounting, I guess. So I have to pay attention when I do that. My leg goes under, and that's how we prevent from scratching the rim. That's a big thing. I did a video on not scratching rims, and people didn't believe me because they hear all this noise, so they think we're scratching the rim. So my leg goes underneath.
Oh, underneath to push the tire up.
Yep.
Okay.
And then you can see I'll wipe it away here.
Yeah,
no scratches, yeah. And then you got to keep coming over here and knocking it off.
Now that noise I just heard, is that the...
That's a sweet sound. When
that's not the cords in the bead?
No. That was just it popping over that center right there. Okay, so now, look, we still got no...
That sounds like a stretchy, strainy thing.
No.
Like, I don't like hearing that noise out of my knees.
Right. So last one, I would think. Right there, boom.
So if you do it properly, you should be able to get the final part of the bead over with your hand.
Yeah. Okay. If you kind of line it up right. Now this, look, I get a little trick here I'll show you. See how the valve stem's not totally straight?
Yeah.
It's not bad, but so I'll just dial this on before I put air in it. And you know, we always, this freaks people out because we always say don't tighten up your, you know, the nut to the rim, but we're going to take it off. So just while we fill it up here, we're going to have it touching the rim. That's going to pull the tube over.
Oh, that makes the tube adjust inside.
Right. And you can do that if it's moved in your bike.
Yeah.
You can. People think they have to take their tire off to fix it. You don't. Just let the air out. Take the valve stem all the way out. Tighten that nut all the way down. Put the core back in. Fill it up, and then back the nut off. Okay. So that's what we'll do right now.
And you don't want to keep the thing tightened, because if the tire does spin, it'll rip the.
Which we all saw as kids, right?
Yeah.
Or like, especially like on little 50s or something with no rim lock.
Yeah.
We'd always see that. So I like to get all the tire paste off, and I'm checking the beads all the way up, and I'll flip it over just to double check the other side. I felt it. But look at a spot. Look at that right there. That's why you check both sides. I thought it went up.
Need a little bit more.
Need a little bit more, and that's because, like you said, it's a little cool out.
Ooh.
There it goes.
That is a satisfying sight to see it go whoop.
And then I'll tighten up the rim lock, and then I'll go fix that.
Yeah, how tight do you tighten the rim lock?
You can't see. I have a long sleeve on today, so you're not going to be able to see the proper torque right here in the muscle.
Yeah.
But it's just like that.
Okay.
Guys can over-tighten it more than they can under-tighten it, typically. Okay. So then I come over here, and I'm just going to back this nut off, something like that right there while we set pressure. When are you riding this? First.
Got to get the bike back from Ross. You got to wait for a track to dry.
You got a week.
Probably at least a week.
All right. I'll set the pressure perfect, so you won't even need to. I'll set it a half-pound high. Oh. So that you're good for a week from now.
So pressure, you lose pressure because it seeps through the rubber of the inner tube, right?
Yeah, and just things, because your cars lose pressure, you know.
Yeah.
Now the cars build pressure because you're driving them so much more. I think I need to do a little study on that. But I think that's why cars, if you're driving it, if you set a car there for a month, it goes down way quick, right?
Yeah.
But if you drive that car the whole month, it doesn't go down as much. So I think that's my theory on, is because it's building pressure. Okay, so we should be good there. And then put a cap on, just like so. And that's why sometimes the metal caps with an O-ring, those can help reduce the amount of air leakage. And then when you put the cap on, it needs to be like that right there. So if you keep the nut on, you don't have to keep the nut on,
so
but if you do.
It's kind of like the chain adjusters on the back of the swing arm.
Yes. Just like that. Okay, so that's it.
Or a sticker.
Sticker. We try not to show it too much, because then people are going to be bugging you like, hey, Don, give me some stickers.
Yeah, well, suck it. And then your stickers changed.
They did. They're new now. So
they're one piece. They're not.
They're a little easier to put on, I would say.
Really? Jordan Troxel said they're harder.
Well, one of the things is I don't think can take the heat if they're sitting in the box, but see how it changes colors right there?
Okay, and then the style is to put it over the rim logo?
It's nice if you can line it up.
Yeah.
It doesn't always line up, and if you're good, like the Dunlop Pro guys, they do line it up a lot better than I do.
Look at that.
Like Brian's crew. So that's nice. We'll go over the other side. The other side's not going to line up. I think I saw that, yeah. So if it doesn't line up, then I'll usually go opposite.
Oh, because of the print on the tire.
Yeah, which you can go over, but it looks a little better not to be on print if you don't have to.
Yep.
Now, and some guys I get guys sending me shots. They buy the yellow paint pen.
Yeah.
And just fill it in, and it looks good. I mean, I've seen them. Then they look pretty good. So that's a good option for guys that can't get the tire stick. Guys go, why don't you sell them? We can't sell them. I don't think it's a supply issue, and it's really easy to mess them up. So if we give them to people and then they mess them up, then they're all upset.
Jay, how about this? Let me take 4 home, which is 1 set, right? And I will give them to my favorite YouTube comment on my vlog.
Right. That sounds like a great thing. I have to give you 5 or 6 so that way if they mess up.
They mess up. Okay.
Right. So we'll do that. I'll put them in a baggie for you, and you can take them and send them to your lucky winner, right?
Yeah.
How cool does that look? If you're looking for anything dirt bike related, parts, gear, anything like that, head over to our website or the link in the description below and click on the Rocky Mountain link. From there, you'll be able to see all of our top picks and much more. It's a great place to find all the dirt bike parts that you need.
Bling, bling. Okay, so if you want a set of Dunlop tire stickers, courtesy Dirt Bike TV, comment on the vlog. I'll choose my favorite comment regarding the stickers, and I'll figure out how to get a hold of you and get your address. But so, is there any reason to film the front? Because it's more of the same, right? Just
yes, yeah, fine.
Okay,
unless you just want more, you can't get too much. I mean, unless you want an 1.5 hour blog.
No.
Because you are going to have a lot from here already to fill your week.
So
but you're not going to have as much mountain bike footage this week.
You watch, dude. You can't stop.
Know where you're going with the #1 GPS app, accessing 500,000 miles of trails and roads, open dates, and public lands. Plan your routes before you head out with the new state-of-the-art Route Builder. The Elite version even shows landowners and property boundaries. Download the Onyx Off-Road app today for a free 7-day trial. Also, to save 20%, use the discount code DBTV1.